Dr. Elif, thank you so much for joining us here on ViewPoint today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
Can you tell us and elaborate on why smart energy and the renaissance of smart energy is so important?
Yes, of course. This is a very brilliant question. Well, after the First World War, all global, emissions has been set up by oil-based economies. So after that, we wanted to now set up a very big shift, especially pandemic was a very amazing wake-up call in that regard, because climate change is the biggest pandemic all around the world. Right now, with the technologies, with high technologies, we need this energy shift as soon as possible by shaking hands with policymakers and also on the other hand with technology companies and oil companies. So that's why renaissance of smart energy is very important for the future of our kids, for the future of our leaders, and for the future of our Mother Earth, actually. So that's why in my book, Renaissance of Smart Energy, it's my PhD dissertation, I highlighted why we need this renaissance of smart energy. It's a policy book, actually. I mainly specifically focus on energy shift of German government. It's called Energiewende. It is nationwide energy transition policies. It goes back to 1970s, actually. So during the Merkel period, it was triggered actually as a nationwide project. Now they are implementing all around the world with the help of technology companies and also policymakers.
And do you think more governments need to adopt a very similar approach?
Of course, yes. I don't think that only European Green Deal will help, because we are under one atmosphere, we are under one, actually, we have only one globe, we have only one home. In that regard, there is no difference between Europe and Africa. For example, if in London, if you call any Uber car, eco-friendly Uber car, you will enjoy it, but I cannot enjoy it because those tires of any electrical vehicles are really getting tired very quickly. So where are they burning those tires? Of course, in the third world countries. So they are poisoning, those electrical vehicles are poisoning also African nations. So there must be also climate justice in that regard. So it is global issue. It is not only one issue. Energy transformation, energy transition is not only one issue for one government, one region or one geography.
And how do you think the global community can enforce fair sanctions on those countries leading the issues on climate change?
Well, the biggest agenda must be, of course, like Biden government right now, they are implementing Inflation Reduction Act. So at the end of the day, taxation, it comes to the taxation. So how much you implement taxation, that much you can save the world and you can shift from oil-based economies to the eco-friendly and environmental economies. So that's why Doha is very important in that regard, because Doha is cooperating right now with the Oman government and also with Europe in terms of LNG, blue hydrogen and green hydrogen. So by 2050, they pledge 100% shift blue hydrogen and green hydrogen. That's amazing for the future of our world and for the future of our kids, as I highlighted before.
And what are some other ways, apart from taxation that you mentioned, that we can hold polluting nations to account?
I think consumption addictions are very important in that regard. Now at 21st century, people are thinking that how much you are consuming, that much you are rich. Your money, your mobile phone, everything. It is like, I call this, it's a fast food. It's a fast fashion, like fast food lifestyle, actually. We are consuming everything. So in that regard, education is very important for this sustainable life. So we need to educate our refugee ladies, but also we have to educate our CEOs of every banks, or we need to educate for the sustainable life our, beautiful mothers, females actually. So consumption addiction is really biggest concern in terms of sustainable economy and sustainable life.
And how can countries address this issue of climate change and strike the balance between their own economic concerns?
I think there must be very rigid policies. It is not only recycling your papers or your rubbish. It is not only that. As I highlighted before, there must be taxation, rigid taxation issues, and oil companies or banks, they have to get rid of this greenwashing mentality actually, and it's a huge illusion. So they need to shake hands with governmental policies to save our Mother Earth and our future actually.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We
My
appreciate
pleasure.
your viewpoint.
Thank you.